Welcome to another session of GMA Coaching. My name is Eric Daniel, and these tutorial videos are here to help you go further faster. Don't forget to help us by subscribing. It really helps us to promote these videos on YouTube. And then also share them with a friend. If they're helpful for you, they're going to be helpful for the people you know. That would really be a blessing to us. Today, we're going to walk through time management. Time management, as I've been coaching pastors, Christian leaders, business folks, time management by far is the number one question or challenge that people have, specifically around their calendar. And maybe you've heard the statement, maybe you haven't, but most people share with me how they feel like their calendar is driving them. And the reality is, unless you drive or lead your calendar is going to lead you. And that's also true for time management. Unless you manage and control and lead how you use your time is just going to be led for you. And it's quite possible that life will even feel like a merry-go-round, where it's just like, does this thing ever, stop so that I can get off? I want to help you today, at least make some steps in better time management, and hopefully feelings of greater success for you. Most of us that are watching this video are, business owners, senior pastors, associate pastors. Point is, we're leading organizations. And so you need to get up in the morning with clear ideas and perspective about the day. If you don't, the day will have good perspective for you. And so I want to just walk you through some questions that I think could help you. Before I go through the questions, let me just add this. Time management or calendaring is a layered process. And let me just share really quickly what I do. First, I review my calendar every day. Every day before I start my day, I review my calendar. Now, one thing I do as a Christian leader, and I would suggest you do, is I invite the Holy Spirit to look over my calendar with me. And I've got to tell you, there are times when the Holy Spirit has said, Eric, you're doing too much. You've planned too much today. Adjust your expectation or adjust your calendar. And then there's been other times when the Holy Spirit has said, there's not something on your calendar that should be on your calendar. Maybe church related, my ministry, my work, or it may be family related. Hey, you've got a child who needs some care. Your wife, needs some attention, or the house or whatever. So it could be personal, could be work, but there are many times the Holy Spirit has intervened as I've reviewed my calendar every day. Now, I also review my calendar once a week. A little higher view though, not in the detail. And then I review my calendar at least once a month. Of course, more big picture, seasonally, as I'm looking over my life for the next several months. So this layered process of calendaring would really empower you, sharpen you, and focus you for your days. First question, or maybe the first step in this process would be to, on a blank sheet of paper, or write out the larger categories of time use in your life. For me, examples would be sermon preparation. Every week, I'm called on to do some form of teaching, whether it's on a Sunday morning, a Wednesday night, men's group, a Bible study, whatever it is, a leadership lesson. So each week, I need to allot some time to sermon study or just preparation of talks that I'm giving. Another time allocation would be meetings with people, specifically leadership. Because of my role at our church, I've got to designate time every week to meet with leaders. I also designate time to meet with a few of the members of our church. I always allow a couple hours every week to meet with members of our church. Now, when those hours fill up, of course, then I move them to the different weeks, in the calendar. But still, that's an allotment of time. Now, I would encourage you to just make this list. Not only work-related, but personal time use as well. When are you going to the gym or exercising or whatever your form of exercise would be, or sports maybe you play? Put that category there. Sermon prep, time with people, financial management, staff meetings, right? All those things. When are you doing yard work? All those things, kids' sports. You'll probably have, somewhere between 8 and 12, 15 categories of time. Then step 2 is you need to put time to those allotments. Sermon prep, 8 hours. Meetings with people, 2 hours. A workout, exercise, 8 hours, 6 hours, whatever it's going to be. Yard work, 4 hours. You put some time to those. Now, as you put the time allotments in and the, of course, categories, you're going to probably quickly notice that you've run out of time. Most of us do. And of course, that's our time management problem. We're trying to accomplish too much in the days and the hours that God has given us. So at this point, you're going to want to probably make some adjustments. Am I spending enough time in sermon prep? Am I spending enough time developing the vision and of my organization? Am I spending enough time with my staff? Am I spending enough time with my family? All those things. My day off. Am I getting a day off? Do I have a day off? You're going to start at this point adjusting your time allocations. Because I got to tell you, when I did this process, and actually I've done this process probably 8 times over the years, you just keep doing it, right? You keep adjusting because it's fluid. My kids have grown older. Ministry's changed. So you keep adjusting. So in this second process, you're going to adjust your time. And once you get it to a place where you think it's manageable and it's going to not only be healthy for you and your family, but also right for your ministry, your business, and honoring to God, then you're going to move. I've attached, and you're going to see this Excel spreadsheet in our video. I've attached this Excel spreadsheet. Now you can use this, you can use something else. This is just a help to you. But you're going to take those allotments of time and you're going to fit them in your calendar. So when is the time for sermon prep? And you'll see the example in the video here. When is the time for yard work? When is the time I'm doing my Bible study that I'm leading? When is the time that I have a board meeting, a staff meeting, district involvement for me in the Assemblies of God? Whatever the time allotments would be for you, you're going to begin to fit those in your calendar. When am I going to the gym? When am I working out? When am I doing my exercise plan? When am I eating? When am I sleeping? All those things on this calendar. Every chunk of time should be taken up by one of the category allotments you've chosen in step 1. Step 1, category allotment. Step 2, give time values to those. Step 3, after making adjustments to a 24-hour day, move that to an Excel spreadsheet. Now, what this does for you is it allows you to move time in your week, every week, based on the chunks of time, the allotment of time you've given it. If you have another event violate your sermon prep time, you're going to move those 3 hours to another spot in your week. We call this an ideal week. No week is perfect. No week is ideal. But this is your ideal week. This is the perfect week for Eric Daniel. But you know what? I don't know if I've ever had a perfect week. And so what I have to do every week, and this is why you review it weekly, is I have to adjust the time allotments to get the things done I believe God has called me to do. And likewise, God has called you to do some stuff. He's called you to grow a business. He's called you to grow a mission, a ministry, a church, whatever it may be, a family. God has called you to some things. And he's going to equip you to allot the time, plan out the time, and use the time for his glory and for your benefit. I hope this is helpful for you. I know I've said a lot, and so we're here to help you at GMA go further faster. If you want help in calendaring, in time management, in task management, we're here to help you. You can reach out through our website. You can send us a message of contact, and we'll be in touch with you. God bless you. Thanks so much for watching this video.